Bisons of Louisville. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Thunderbirds and the Bisons.
Throwing here, Barrett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards the gain for number 18. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Barrett. And he's got his man on the out route. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down to pick up a 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Matthews. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. They bring their punter out there now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. Complete here. It's Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on 1st down. Alexander, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Barrett will look to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Barrett looks to throw on 1st. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wolf. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Wolf. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jones. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Louisville offense back out now. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Alexander. And some strong running. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Back to throw Barrett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. Allen's got it complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Matthews. Quick hitter here, it's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st down, Thunderbirds.
Back to throw. Matthews. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and friendly partner. It's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Ball start. Awesome.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
He's got the first down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Wolf, and he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Matthews. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Thunderbirds have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Louisville offense back out now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Barrett. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On second down, Barrett. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. To throw is Barrett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Off the play fake, Barrett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Now Barrett. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bisons have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Throwing on 3rd and long. Matthews. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barrett. To the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin by taking a trip across the Atlantic to the City of Light, the French capital of Paris. And it's the Voyageurs who have the lead in that one. The Voyageurs playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Shamrocks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Okay,
We're certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Thomas taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run the counter. It's Sharp, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Barrett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Barrett on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, Wolf. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to try back out on the field and start this trial with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Throwing here, Barrett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Barrett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They run the counter. Alexander, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Barrett. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. From the gun on 3rd down, Barrett. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational, clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Wolf. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On first down, Matthews. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Wolf. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Barrett will look to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Matthews. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Matthews. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw. Matthews. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake. Matthews. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Matthews. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Complete here. It's high. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw Barrett. Wide open receiver, complete.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Barrett going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Third down and 18.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he returns this to the 22. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Barrett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw is Barrett. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Alexander. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Barrett. And that is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And on now is the punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, or at least get into field goal range and get us a win.
On 2nd down, it's Wolf. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Back to throw. Matthews. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Barrett. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
On 2nd down now, it's Wolf.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Matthews. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in the tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.